All right, y'all. Let's tap in. All right, guys. $22 mini reads. Two questions for $10. If you would like to be put on the list, just let me know. Okay, we're going to tap into the energy, see what's going on. Okay, some blessings coming through. Hey, hey, I'm doing good. How are you? What's up, second shift? How y'all feeling? Y'all ready to get off work yet? How's y'all Saturday going? All right, y'all. Let's get a prayer. Okay. Beloved ancestor spirit guides to the Most High God, I call on Archangel Michael for protection. Anybody seeing anything physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, please back to blind them. I call back our energy and send theirs back with full forgiveness in all forms. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the Most High God. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Babe, will you bring my cigarettes over here so I can get that lighter out? They're right there on the thing. That's the lighter. So, guys, let's talk about Mars and Scorpio till November the 4th, okay? Um, very, very unhinged energy, okay? Depending on, like, it's deep rooted, okay? Um, Maybe some things is coming bubbling up to the surface, okay? And yeah, if you're not a part of this, just stay out of the way, okay? Yeah, walk away. Cause it ain't there's no sneakiness going on here, okay? Just walk away. Yep, straight from this Ten of Swords here. Alright, let's talk about it. And stay focused on your own transformation. Okay? And don't indulge with the third party. Just yeah. Cause everything is gonna come to light. Okay? Alright, tell me about this energy on the board, Spirit. Oh wow. Yeah, you got something coming toward you with the Six of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, okay? And somebody's not going to be celebrating with you, okay? But you're told not to fight with somebody, and this is the truth, okay? Because somebody is in this Nine of Swords energy, and they possibly are falling for some kind of temptation here. And I heard turn the other cheek. Something about this. You could be finding out the truth about somebody falling for a temptation, and now they're in this Nine of Swords energy. Justice. Yeah, you're going to get justice in this situation, okay? Tell me about this here. Yeah, and a new beginning. Because you used your intuition, okay? And who, there's somebody here that tried to get some kind of come up, okay? And it didn't work for them. And they fell for this temptation here. Tell me about this new beginning that's coming. Hmm. You got somebody rushing back in, though. Tell me about this energy rushing back in here. Because they're not getting no improvements. And you're in this Eight of Pentacles. You're creating. You could be very busy, okay? Booked and busy. Tell me about this. Yeah, this opportunist. They still want to come in. They want their cut. They want a piece of the pie. Somebody may want to communicate that's been watching you. But it's a completion of a cycle here, okay? And somebody can't move the calmer waters because you may not be answering the phone, answering messages. Something about this. Yeah, there's a major change here for the weekend. Y'all, also during this live, I'm going to do the elements and just tap and see what's going on here, okay, for the elements. Yeah, there's a new beginning. And you coming up out of the Seven of Pentacles energy. Okay, what is going on in the background here that my collective needs to know about? Blaming you for their actions, okay? Lost and left with no way out of the trap they set up for you, okay? Son and daughter was planning with a karmic father to end you, divine feminine. Somebody's addiction has them hitting rock bottom as well. Somebody has bonded themselves to this darkness here. Very interesting. Brother-sister duo involved in this setup. So there could be a daughter, son, brother, and sister here. Somebody, they've been doing something, okay? Divine Masculine, you broke many contracts with karmic family and friends. Messages from animals. And I was just seeing an owl, okay? Something about an owl is going to be very significant. I heard the owls are watching closely. Very interesting energy here. I heard to a collaboration that somebody has going on. Possibly this brother, sister, son, and daughter. And this father figure here. Yeah, rebirth in reverse. This could be, this father figure could come unhinged because something's not working. Or the son, daughter, sister, brother could come unhinged because something is not working here. It's not going in their favor. Tell me about this here. They're not on the journey. And see, you're focused on business. You could be focused on your relationship, trying to balance things out, okay? Yeah, you're in your North Node energy. Mm-hmm. This could have been a past relationship. Y'all, just FYI, you got energy vampires out ciphering energy through. Okay, just take heed to this. Mindful, clarity. Somebody ain't got no strength. Because you moved away from... This is a karmic cycle that you moved away from. Okay. Somebody don't have no expansion. Sagittarius in reverse. Okay. Thinking things through. If you'd like to do a reading, just send over your payments to my Cash App and PayPal, and I'll put you on the list. I got you, okay? Thank you. I appreciate that. Mars, y'all, what are we reading on? Mars and Scorpio. Like, this here is, like, very, very important. Pay attention, okay? And y'all know that Pluto's going out of retrograde as well, okay? What, on the 13th of October? So you got multiple planets in retrograde right now. So it's like, okay, what is happening? Okay. Pay close attention. There could be some confusion being thrown. Okay. And you need to sort through this energy. If you need to pull back, go walk in nature, like take a spiritual bath, cleanse. Y'all see, listen, I lighten the incense, Florida water, clean everything, move the energy around your house if you need to over the weekend. It's going to be very significant. That will help you, okay? But this Mars in Scorpio is like digging things up very, very deep, okay? Yeah, my Cash App or PayPal is in the description box, okay? Yeah, something about this here. Hey, love, what's going on? Tell me about this. What else is going on here? Yeah, because see, you ain't playing with the past here. There could be a Cancer finding out about a karmic community as well. Okay, like I said, nature. You need to nurture yourself, okay? And Cancer, keep your emotions under control because somebody could be trying to trigger you. You can have Cancer anywhere highly aspected in your chart, okay? And Cancer is in Jupiter as well. Somebody could be upset because somebody is getting some unexpected income to take care of business, and it's like somebody is like giving the evil eye here. But the planets are aligned for this, okay? Because somebody took authority over their life, and the authorities could have to get involved in the situation here, okay? Because somebody ain't getting no clarity, and somebody's trying to keep from being exposed. Chironic healing in reverse, confrontation. Like somebody wants to smoke, okay? That's what's going on here. Like somebody really wants to smoke, and it's like, no, I'm not giving it to you. I'm too tired, right? You're like, mm-mm. For my peoples, you've already done your healing and you cut people off and stuff. Confirmation. You could be like really, really sitting in the energy like, I'm not finna do this with you. Okay? Yeah. I got you, Miss Libra. I got you, love. Hey, hey, what's going on? Tell me about this confrontation that somebody wants to come in with, and you're just too tired because somebody wants you to take a fishy cup. They couldn't sacrifice you. Okay? King of Swords, I could be talking to you. Somebody here, I heard your past or workplace is going to be very significant. You need to be vigilant, okay? About what's going on here, okay? Everybody ain't cool. Everybody ain't your friend, is what Spirit is saying. They're heartless. and they don't hold any power, and they're very stressed out. Okay. Hmm. Okay, what's going on behind the scenes that my collective needs to know about? Baby Lisa, you're manifesting. My healers here. Okay, you're manifesting over here, and do not let nobody get in the way of what you bringing in. Okay, that's why I like this unhinged energy. Dismiss it. Okay, because see, that's the thing is a lot of people manifesting this very chaotic energy in their life. Yeah, that could, and see, that's what I was saying, y'all. That's why I had to get out of that energy. Like the first daily energy check in that I done, I felt like I was on a boat. Like I was having motion sickness. It's like somebody has some deep rooted emotional issues or childhood wounds or some like resentment, and like it's making them sick to the point where somebody needs to say something. They need to address something. They need to speak their truth. Right. This is the time for you to be doing this. Like, don't keep holding yourself back because somebody else don't want you to do this, or they don't want you to say this, or whatever the case may be, right? Let's see. K, I got you, baby. It's okay. Yes, ma'am. I just seen it and I put you on my list, okay? But yeah, so that y'all feel the energy out because you could be feeling other people's energy. And y'all, I was telling y'all, be careful of eating other people's food. Okay. I'm just saying. Tell me about this energy here. See, because you're not mentally unstable, you got everything pretty much pulled together. You already know what you got to do. You crossed all your T's, dotted all your I's, okay? But y'all know that Aries is very, very feisty. Hey, what's going on? So that's that really feisty energy, and if you get an Aries that's unhinged and still dealing with some things that is still healing that ain't healed all the way, I'm just saying, listen, something about Aries moon could be very significant. Somebody could have an Aries moon and they are like literally just like snapping off, okay? Every little thing is happening, right? And somebody's like, no, I'm not doing this. Yeah. Because somebody's like looking toward the distant future and saying, listen, I'm not taking this with me, okay? This is not what I'm taking with me. Oh, okay. So, this is like a real deep self reflection too. Like looking at cycles and saying, okay, is this working for me? Is things being reciprocated, like with work, with a relationship, with family? Um Also, I can't even get it out of my mouth. Um you could be tapping into certain clears, okay? Opening up to new gifts because you've done that work, and it's like, man, hold on. Okay. Tell me. See, rich guy in reverse. Somebody hasn't put the work in, okay? And somebody could be jealous of a King of Swords relationship. And they're pissed, King of Swords, okay? Like you've done the work. Like, and somebody's mad. There could be another man that is hating on you. Something serious, okay? And it's like they can see how your partner, okay, supports you. And like maybe somebody don't have this and somebody's very, very upset. Pay attention, okay? Because somebody in their south node and they're dealing with a karmic ass feminine energy, okay? That could be draining them dry. Physically, mentally, sexually, emotionally, financially, like all kind of things. Y'all, you got to focus on demon times, okay? And this person could have done a love spell on somebody trying to get a commitment here, okay? And yeah, and somebody could have tried to do this to keep themselves out of jail. Oh man, and somebody is not a sweetheart. Very interesting. Also, just FYI, did somebody marry somebody to keep them from testifying against them so they wouldn't go to prison? Aries, you could be figuring this out. You could be dealing with a masculine energy that you're married to. Okay, y'all stay with me. You could be married to somebody, and the only reason this person married you is so you couldn't testify against them. Somebody's fixing to have a rude awakening over the weekend about a relationship, a marriage here, okay? Somebody went against their beloved ancestors and did not listen to what they said, okay? And somebody went ahead and married somebody and they shouldn't have, okay? Something about this, because somebody wants something to change, okay? And Star said you could have brought this to light and now somebody's like surprised, like, hold on, what's going on here? Mm-hmm. Somebody pulled this move here, and y'all also remember we was talking about like 30 years back and the past and things like this. Like somebody could be going back and calculating some things and putting the puzzle pieces together here, okay? And they're like, hold on, wait a minute, what are you talking, like there ain't no way, like you tripping. No, I ain't tripping. Somebody married somebody so they couldn't testify against them. That's what that is. Because somebody knew, if people knew what was going on behind the scenes, somebody was going to go to jail. I heard for statutory rape. Okay, let's see what I said. And somebody could have been blackmailed. And now there's some animosity in this situation because somebody blackmailed somebody. I'm definitely getting a underage situation here. And somebody's very obsessed. Ooh-wee. Honey, you abandoned this situation. You said, I gotta go. I'm not with this conflict. I don't care. Like, this is your baby. You gotta rock it. Somebody could have got pregnant and with the underage. And now somebody gotta rock that baby, okay? And somebody could be hiding this. And this weekend, something is gonna come out. Y'all know that song by Reba McEntire, Fancy? Fancy Don't Let Me Down. I feel like somebody's mama sent them out like that. If y'all don't know that song, please go listen to it and listen to the details of what she said. Okay, because she sent her uptown. Okay, she met a king, a congressman, yeah. Okay, somebody could be in Georgia because I mean they're replaying that song for me because I got me a Georgia mansion and I ain't never looked back. Okay, somebody could be in Georgia or something happened in Georgia. Somebody is not having no awakening. They worship this abundance, this money. That's all they care about. And it's like trying to hide their secrets. So who would they pay to make sure that their secrets was safe? You said, okay. Mm-hmm. And see, okay, I need y'all to think about, like, okay, so if this is a third party attacking, right? Is this their situation and something's going on and somebody's very, very unhinged now and there's relationship problems and somebody's watching you and constantly clocking your moves and watching your pockets and doing something, but you're feeling this energy around you, but you know this ain't even your life, and you like, where is this coming from? That's why I say, like, just sit with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Was you a good boy? Yeah, he's over here eating his treat behind me. He just came from downstairs. Him and Daddy. Yeah, something is, y'all listening. What I tell y'all, man, today this tea's been piping hot. I'm over here and I'm like, okay, hold on. I'm talking about somebody's life. And somebody, that's why I was saying, like, somebody could be trying to talk about your past and you're like, shit, that's old news. What are you talking about? Yeah, I done that. But see, while you over here talking about what I've done, let's talk about what you've done. And somebody don't want, see, y'all see what I'm saying? Like, that's what was coming out in the energy today. It's like somebody always harping on what you done in the past and who you was and what you used to do. Okay, you don't even live at that address no more. Like, literally, you physically may not even live in the town, the state, the city, around people, places, or things. And somebody over here harping on what you done in the seventh grade. Okay, and it's like, hey, are you, when you gonna move on? Let's talk about what happened in seventh grade with you. Okay, has somebody been sleeping with somebody since they was in the seventh grade, middle school? $22 for a mini read. Yeah, my Cash App and my PayPal is in the description box, and I'll put you on my list. Okay. All right. You'll be number 3 on the list, okay? I'm fixing to start doing mini reads in just a second. But yeah, there's something here. Somebody, like, they keep trying to throw your past up. Say you're a recovering addict. Say you done, you caught a couple felonies in your life. Okay, you got somebody over here, just all this. Oh, they used to do this. Oh, they was running the streets. Oh, they was homeless. Oh, they was. You see what I'm saying? But now, collective, you could be innocent in a different circumstance in your life. Okay, now your life is all the way put together. Okay, but you still got somebody over here harping on something, but they don't understand. Everybody's looking and they're like, okay, you realize that happened 20 years ago? Do you realize that happened 10 years ago? Like, what's going on here? Why are you always worried about what this person? Y'all take heed now. Y'all notice how, listen now, when things change, some people can't accept the change that you've made in your life, okay? And it is what it is. You didn't do it for them. You done it for yourself. Because you had to go back and you had to reconsider. How much karma did you get for the shit that you was doing back then, right? And that's what a lot of people don't realize, right? Because you got karma for being a karmic in a situation yourself. So you already know how these lessons roll in. For my fixed signs, you're paying off your karmic debt right now, okay? And it's fixing to be cleared up. And somebody cannot handle this. They gotta just keep on holding on, keep on holding on, okay? That's why I said something about owls. You could be seeing owls on videos or whatever the case may be. It just trips me out how you have people walking around like they're so perfect, collective, and they act like they ain't never been the karmic in a situation. How did you get on this journey? Because there was an awakening that you had in your life where you was in a situation and you had to do a self-reflection of you. Because what is it that made you go back to this situation or stay here or deal with this or whatever the case may be, right? You had something that happened and you had to take accountability for it as well, right? That's like, I told my two younger kids, I'm like, shit, me and your daddy, we weren't perfect. We made a lot of mistakes. And the one thing that I want for them is for them to not follow in our footsteps. I want them to be better, right? And that's all you can do. You can't sit and beat yourself up because, okay, you made a mistake. It's all right. Like, we can get through that, right? That's where communication is key. And that is a conversation that me and their father has had. I'm like, shit, we wasn't perfect, but you know what? As long as they don't do the dumb shit that we done in the past, and they don't take that shit to the future with them, then you know what? I think everything is gonna work out just how it needs to, right? Something about this. Somebody can't. They can't let it go though. Child, listen now. Their hands is bleeding. They holding on to something so much, and it's like, confirmation. Yeah. So, sis, I'm trying to figure out you a nickname so I don't say your name. I just heard Powerhouse, okay? Miss Powerhouse. You are not responding the way that these people is expecting, and it's kind of ruining some plans here, okay? Tell me about this energy here for Miss Powerhouse here. I'm gonna write this down so when you come through, I know. Yeah. Cause see, you hold the power, sis, and you know that. Oh, okay. You know that you hold the power, and somebody's so upset because it's like, okay, you just need to tread lightly what you're doing now. Cause see, now they don't have you all shooketh and all in your emotions and have you over here doing all this other shit. Now you just sitting back and you just like, taking notes. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about it, Miss Powerhouse. What's going on here? Okay, look. Divinity. Because you're focused on yourself and you're like, I'm doing the work. And you know what? Y'all done put me through so much. Now I understand where all this bullshit's coming from. Yeah. Okay, this is 92. That's 11. So divine intervention is about to step in. There you go. Divine masculine in reverse. This is a karmic ass masculine that's coming after you, okay? And his skeletons is falling out the closet because of your gift. And he don't know what to do now because he's stressed out, because he's like, hold up, how you know that? Because there could have been a conversation where you spoke on something and you wasn't there, but you're in this energy where you're single, sexy, and you're successful, and that is bothering his intuition and the fake ass divine feminine that he's with. So you got a karmic couple over here. You have pegged some shit. You're about to find out more shit that they've been doing behind the scenes as well. Way off balance and the thieves. So this is the couple that's been working with your mom and dad and the friend too. All y'all, it took all of y'all to group up against one little old divine feminine, this little bitty ass woman over here. Okay. I'm just saying. And see, when you sit with that, you know how powerful you are. That's why Spirit called you a powerhouse. By yourself. Okay. I see you over there smiling. You need to smile, sis. Be proud of yourself. Cause see, you're also, this is giving me, you're not being childish. And somebody's upset about this, okay? What else is going on here? You're staying on your pathway. And somebody's got animosity because they want to trigger you. South note. What'd I say? Worked with your family. All these people finna have to, they finna have to answer to the law, to the legal system for what they've done here. It's like, as I sit in this energy, sis, it's like my hand is being pulled. Like you're trying to make me go in this direction, and I keep jerking my hand away and saying, no, I'm not doing that. And at the age you are, why are y'all trying to control my narrative? What's up? What are y'all gaining in this situation? Pay attention to your dream state, is what Spirit's saying. Because there's something here that's really, really important. And something needs your undivided attention here. Also, I'm getting, don't sign no paperwork. Until you have your legal team to look over something, do not sign anything. Okay? That's exactly right, because they're worshiping up something and that they don't even. This, I'm gonna be honest with you, this energy is pissing me off because what you're doing and the narrative you're pushing, and you don't even care about that individual. You never gave a fuck. Now all of a sudden you want to roll up, and now you want to do this, and now you got your best the best interest of this person over here, when that's a lie. No, you don't. Because what it is, you've been living way out of your means here, and you need more income, and you can't get it from me. So now you're upset. So now you want to pull these moves. Because y'all all been working together behind the scenes, and then you have gotten so much evidence, physical evidence, okay, with the first two over here that was doing shit, okay, with the visit that you had to take. Exactly. And it's like, that failed miserably. And you actually handed me some documentation that I can take with me and show that I am perfectly fine. I am perfectly fine. So what's your next move? What are you gonna do here? Because that's what they're gonna use. Okay? That's what they're gonna try to use, and it's gonna backfire because they don't realize that you got released. They don't realize that all the paperwork come back just fine. But see, that's why I said this shit like this was divinely orchestrated. And what they doing, they don't understand the individual they're using is going to be their karma. Period. It's going to be their karma. Because he's a healer too. And see, this is the thing, as the veil is lifting as to what they're doing. And also, is there any way you could go back to that place and get all the paperwork and see whose name's on there and stuff like that? I need you to text me, okay? See who like gave statements and who done certain things, who said certain things. See if you can get those names, okay? Because those names are going to be very, very important in the near future, okay? I just hit you a message. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. But see, and that's what I'm saying. Something about that paperwork that I just sent you a message about is going to be very, very significant because that's going to be all parties that's been doing some shit. Yeah. Uh huh. Because how many of the collective they tried to do something to you and put you in a place, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. And then the paperwork come back and say well, you was just fine. Ah, okay. That's why I be saying people be projecting their shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's not good. Brittany, if you want to be put on the list, just let me know. My $22 mini reads is available right now, and I got two questions for $10. Okay. Yeah, that's why Spears calling you a powerhouse because you got way too much information and they don't know what to do. Can I tell you something? They actually you remember how when you called me and I said, sis, keep chill, pay attention, don't lose your shit. Watch what happens. Okay? Do you see how all this they actually got you handed something that you needed that's gonna help you in the near future. Here, take this with you. Okay, to sign the dotted line. Because we're releasing you. And you got released from something here. And now how how are they gonna go against what them people said? Because now it's their word against them people over there. Pay attention. They actually gave you your justice. They handed your justice to you. You see what I'm saying? But see, this is what happens when you make impulsive moves and you go lie on somebody. And you call them people and you having to rush in and do this and do that, and then you don't got all the information. Because you use your intuition. You already knew they was up to no good. You knew what was happening. And you was like, oh, okay, well, let me just get my clothes on. And they're like, how is this woman so calm? And we just gave her this paperwork and now she got to do this, this, and this. Because you was prepared. Spirit already prepared you for this. Yeah. Because somebody going to prison. And it ain't you. Because they didn't cross all their T's and dot all their I's, okay? Let me know if you got my message. And I don't know if you're still in here or not, okay? Hold on. Okay, Katie, what's your questions, babe? Guys, if y'all want to, if y'all want to hop on the list, just let me know, okay? I got you. I don't time it, y'all. It's all about like what messages I'm getting for you, okay? Okay. Baby, more than blessings. Let me just tell you something. Way more than just blessings. Yeah, that's why I be telling y'all, don't be freaking out when people do certain things, because that was a distraction. Okay? And sometimes you needed to be put in certain situations, right? So the truth could be revealed. Because how was you going to prove the truth any other way? Let them do some shit, right? That's why y'all listen. VG been going through shit for, very, very long time. 20 plus years, right? So I tell y'all, I know the patterns. I know what they do. And it's like, they're so predictable. And it's like, oh, there you go again. Melissa, we can tap into it. You need to look into the Mars and Scorpio. That's why you got the anxieties like it is. I'm telling you, it's digging deep. Okay, there's some things that's coming up that's got to be addressed. People's got to stop avoiding healing. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna tell. This is what this journey's about. Okay. Yeah, is you gotta you gotta stop avoiding. Avoidance is gonna be very simple. You gotta feel that shit to heal it, okay? Maybe you need to have a snotty cry, okay? Maybe that's something that needs to be done. You need to cry. Maybe, because a lot of people don't like crying. Listen, I'm a cry baby. I'm going to cry. I don't give a fuck who likes it. If I need to go have a snotty cry and go sit out in a damn field and scream, or put my head in the pillow and scream, or just whatever I need to do, I'm going to get that off my chest, right? Stop letting the elephant sit in the room, collective. You got to do the healing, okay? Because it's going to make you feel better, right? All right, KE, that could be very significant. You said any message from my beloved ancestors and new love. Okay. You said, why do I not sound white? Well, how do you sound white? Please do. I need you to answer that. How do you sound white? Who tied your shoe this morning? Because sometimes when y'all comment, y'all really need to go back and reread what you're saying. Because you sound like a fucking idiot, okay? Just FYI. All right, let's get some messages from the beloved ancestors for you, KE. So, KE, what I'm picking up for you, you've done some real deep healing, okay? And you're triggering people around you, and you could be seeing this. They're very, very triggered because you don't respond like you used to. Yeah, that's why. So, you don't respond like you used to. And Auntie Kim, what's going on, babies? But yeah, and that's really, really good, because see, that's you checking yourself and not wrecking yourself. Okay, and that's you sitting there saying, okay, the last time I responded like that, I ended up in a bad situation, so I'm not gonna do that this time. This is you being disciplined and having obedience. Okay, tell me what's going on here in the energy with KU. Oh, okay, it's a tower. Somebody ain't got authority over you and they're pissed, okay? There's your answer. Somebody don't have authority over you, okay? You are ascending here, and you're in this Capricorn energy achieving things. Somebody has no balance. Your enemies are being defeated. They have no passion, and they're still stuck in their self note. Okay? Because you're not in this Mars, you're not in this war energy. Okay? You're like, I'm not gonna fight with you. See, for my healed collective, for y'all that's already done like a portion of this healing right here and things like this, and really been doing your shadow work, this energy ain't affecting us. Okay? We are probably the energy that's sitting back and saying, hey, hold on. Let me dig through this energy. Like I told y'all this morning, I woke up at 333. I could not go back to sleep. And before I got back in the bed this morning, I had to go take a spiritual shower. Okay? And I'm like, I gotta cleanse this energy off of me. Okay? And I'm like, I don't feel, something is not right. And it's like, I don't feel it. It don't feel good, right? It was somebody's heavy emotions. Because they're worried about a truth coming out. Okay? And you could be feeling this. Somebody's so concerned about a truth coming out, they don't know what to do. Y'all, if you're being woken up during them hours, I need you to pay attention. Get up. Okay? Don't lay down. Don't lay back down. Get up. Because, like, when I first woke up, I was feeling so thirsty. That was the throat chakra. It's like somebody is so afraid that you're going to tell something, you're going to speak something, or you already have. Okay? Because, see, Because, see, you're in that scorpionic energy, okay? The planets are aligned for you to keep diving deep and doing that investigation on certain things. And somebody wants you to stop doing this, okay? Somebody wants you to stop. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Wyoming? Y'all, I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm just doing somebody's reading. Rebirth, I'm telling you. Because somebody, they can't handle the fact that you took all your power back. They have no authority over anything. Third house, communication. And you will communicate how you feel, and you're not backing down. Y'all, this is very important. You need to communicate how you feel. Sometimes it just takes a conversation for somebody to understand, like, okay, I didn't know you felt like that. You know, you see what I'm saying? A closed mouth don't get fed. If you don't communicate, how the fuck am I supposed to read your thoughts? How am I supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know what battle somebody else is fighting, right? So it's like, communicate clearly. You know, shit, the only thing they can do is get mad, be sad, cry about it. I mean, but at the end of the day, both parties, whoever this is for UK, they're going to have to accept it. You see what I'm saying? And if somebody cares about you and they love you, they're going to hear you out. They're not going to just dismiss what you have to say. See what I'm saying? Because is it worth working on or is it not, right? This new love that's coming in your life is about to show you something totally different about life and about, you know, communicating and about just loving, okay? And y'all gonna make some noise together. You hear Hercules back here as I'm trying to tell you about this new love. Y'all about to make some noise together. And this is where the people from your past is not gonna be able to have no access to you. The only thing they're gonna be able to do is have to watch from afar. And that's what I need for my whole collective to understand right now. When you get your person, you cannot take your past with you, okay? Because they're going to be angry. They're going to be revengeful. They're going to be mad. They're going to be hateful. They're going to be jealous. Because somebody going to have your back the way that you have their back. See what I'm saying? They're going to protect you. They ain't going to let people come in and do some shit. You know what I'm saying? They going to come off the porch about you. Okay? Yeah. Because what you're doing is you're putting your old self to rest. That's it. That's your old self is leaving. Okay? You're having like a spiritual death here, okay, of the old self. Thank you, darling. Of the old self, right? And a lot of people don't understand that. With this transit with Scorpio, that's death and rebirth, right? And if you have certain placements Some people go through death and rebirth every single day, right? So it's like some people understand this, other people don't. This is just you saying, you know what? I'm putting a rest at my old self, so I'm gonna respond different. I'm gonna call in exactly what I want, and I'm gonna communicate clearly, right? And that's it. That's all. And I am gonna have boundaries, cause my old self, she didn't. So what you're doing is you're tapping into your higher self, and your higher self is saying, "Hey, your inner child is saying, ma'am, what we not gonna do is this, okay?" If you would like to be put on the list, just let me know, okay? Send me a Cash App or PayPal. It's $22 for a mini read, $10 for 2 questions. Yeah, I got you. But yeah, you see what I'm saying? And it's like, it's going to be easy. It's going to be easier for you to speak your truth, because something about your throat chakra is free now. And, everybody ain't going to like it. Everybody ain't going to be all happy and rainbows and cake pops because KE done found her voice. And now you over here, listen now. A lot of people don't like it because you got boundaries and you ain't people pleasing and you're not people's rug they're walking all over, okay? And life be lifing sometimes, and sometimes we fall into a routine, and sometimes we got to go back and check that and say, hold on, okay, let me go check in with myself. Let me go check in with this. Right? It's really important. But sis, you got this though. Ain't no backing down. Yeah. Also, okay, don't be letting people throw your past up in your face. Well, this is what you used to do back then. Like, why can't we just go back to how we used to be? I don't know why that's significant. Hell to the motherfucking no, 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 no. What we not doing is going back to the past. No, ma'am. Yeah, going back to the past is out of the fucking question. I mean, I can't make it up. Look what's at the bottom of the deck after you just seen me shuffle these. You're moving to calmer waters. Hey, what's going on? Well, people want to misjudge us, but then they got to come back and read the book. And then when they start reading the book, they're like, oh, wow. Yeah. A lot of times, too, people misjudge your silence and how, like, you don't say anything about certain things, and it's because you could be dealing with your own stuff. You know what I'm saying? And look at what's going on in the world. I mean, y'all listen now. It ain't good out there. So it's like we gotta start. You gotta start doing that mental health check in with yourself. For my light workers, my readers, for my earth angel star seeds, you out here doing and working with the community and things like that. I need y'all to rest. Okay. I need y'all to rest. If Stop worrying so much about this, and this, and guys, lay down, okay? Go out in nature. Make sure that you're cleansing your spiritual tools. Make sure you're cleansing yourself. Mind, body, and soul is so important right now, okay? That's very, very important. You said they would need a 6-foot Ziploc bag for disrespecting you. He's in here. It's a lot of people that's sensitive to the energy. That's why I was just talking about how cleansing is really, really important. You want to stay cleansed up. Y'all, we're in a full moon in Aries, okay? And it's a super moon on top of that, right? So listen now. And then you got Scorpio and Mars. You got Pluto. Let's see, what is it? Pluto, Uranus, and Mercury and Mars all in retrograde. Hey, listen now. It's a lot of shit popping off, okay? A lot of people on demon time. A lot of people turning up. A lot of people trying to cope with their emotions, okay? Y'all listen, just walked outside. Everybody turning up. For my people that's turning up, y'all need to turn down and you need to feel them emotions because you're not going to keep on being able to cope with things because you're going to have to face it head on. But listen, y'all ain't listening to me, okay? I'm just a crazy ass damn tarot lady who just reads tarot cards and, the psychic medium that don't know shit. Take it from somebody that knows. Y'all spend all this time and this money, okay, getting high and buying alcohol and turning up with your people and doing this. Then the next morning you wake up and that feeling's still there. It's not ever going to go away. Yeah. So, it's just like we really need to take heed to things and pay attention, okay? And see, this is a time right now where putting yourself in recovery, stop acting like you ain't got no problems. Everybody dealing with something. Everybody is. We need our actors to sit down. Okay? You're not going to Hollywood. Ain't nobody gonna give you no kind of Academy Award or nothing else for the show that you keep putting on. Face that shit head on, feel it, heal it, and get your head out your ass. And I mean, I know there's quite a few people that unsubscribe from me because I trigger you and I get you all upset. But I promise you, you go get your ass sober and get yourself together and get your head out of your ass. I give you 6 months, you'll be living your best life and you'll be like, VG, thank you. Because I wish I would have had a me back then whenever I was fucking up in life. And that would jerk me up instead of enabling my behavior and calling and being like, oh, no, come on, let's go out. Let's go have drinks. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Okay? I wish I would have had somebody like me right now, my higher self saying, hey, no. What you need to do is take your ass to a meeting. What you need to be doing is taking your ass over there and signing yourself in somewhere. Yeah. But y'all see, like, and then with Virgo rules the intestines and different things with the body. Okay, Aries rules the head. So when we look at Aries, and then we got the Aries full moon, depression, minds, brain. What are you feeding yourself? Thank you. You know what I'm saying? What are you feeding yourself? As far as like your mind, your brain, things like this. Okay? We wanna take care of ourselves. There could be some type of like ear infections with the head. You could be having a lot of headaches. Make sure that you're covering your head up, okay? Yeah. Well, let me tell you something, Melissa. It's like this, okay? All the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, you gotta let that shit go. Okay? Yes, you've been through things, but I need you to get up. Okay? You can't just keep on sitting on the side of the bed saying, well, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Yeah, well, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow ain't ever going to come. Collective, let me tell y'all something about being ready for something. You ain't never going to be ready for something. You're going to have to get your ass up and you're going to have to do it, okay? Stop making excuses and do it. Like, it's just that simple. It's going to have to be done, right? Here's what it is now. There's some people that don't like this talking to, but yeah. Cause y'all, I freed myself from a mini prison that I didn't even know that that I even was in. That I didn't even know existed. That I let somebody else put me there, okay? For a very, very long time. And y'all, ever since I freed myself, shit, I gave the keys back to that prison. Child, you can have that. And now they can sit in their own prison because I'm not sitting in with them. I'm speaking my truth and saying what I gotta say, and I'm moving on, and that's it. Like that, y'all see what I'm saying, collective? Because sometimes you don't realize somebody will put you in a prison because they don't want you to speak your truth, and it's like, well, I can't help how that makes you feel. I just know that it's like this. Somebody cannot tell you how to feel for some type of things that happen or disrespect that happen. How are you gonna tell me how to grieve about it? How are you gonna tell me how to feel about it? You see what I'm saying? That's why I like whenever I have you guys come to me about grieving. Hey, I that's one thing I can't tell you how to grieve. I can't tell you how to grieve a passed on loved one. But what I can tell you is you just take it one day at a time. And don't fall into a coping mechanism like going back to your old habits. You know what I'm saying? Especially for my people that's in recovery. When you lose somebody and you're in recovery, y'all, that is the hardest thing to fight. Especially when you have an addictive personality. Because what you're going to do is you're going to find something to cope. And it's like, how you got to find something healthy, okay? And that's one thing. Like, it's hard whenever grieving comes into things, right? Yep, because everybody grieves different. So you got to be real careful uh finding a outlet that is toxic, right? And then here you are, now you done opened up another door. That's amazing. And see, this energy right now, can I tell you something, Melissa? You feeling somebody else's energy. They're pissed. Okay? 9 years of sobriety. Somebody's pissed off because you're sitting and you're celebrating yourself and you wasn't supposed to make it that far. See, I need you to look at your circumstances, pat yourself on the back, okay? That's a long time to be sitting and saying, nope, I'm not going back to that. And now it's probably a lot easier for you, just like it is for me. It's very easy for me. I don't have no problems sitting and saying, okay, I'm good. Like, I'm ready to go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because you finally, Emily, you're tapping into yourself. You're finally releasing the fear of that's who you are, okay? That's just who you are. And when you start just letting it flow and stop trying to control the energy that's coming and what you're feeling and stuff like that, like it gets a lot easier. That's how I do what I do. Like, I pull my emotions out, I get my Queen of Swords energy, and y'all ask me what's going on, and you know what I'm saying? That's it, that's all. I get the message and I'm gonna give it to you. Sometimes, man, like, giving those messages is hard, but if it could help somebody change their life and help them move in a better direction, then I just got to do what I do. right? And that's what you're learning. That's you accepting who you are. Because it does get easier. It really does. That's amazing. I'm proud of you guys. Man, y'all life's too short to be sitting around and just getting high and not living your life. I'm telling you. Because it's always, well, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And before you know it, shit, you 15 years into this shit and you're sitting here saying, now your body's codependent on it. Now it's physical, okay? Now it ain't a coping mechanism. Now it's physical. Cause see, after you've done something for so long, now your body is codependent on it. Now you're gonna have to go get some professional help and have them to get your shit together. You see what I'm saying? And how much poison have you put in your body, and how much, like, how far have you took it, right? And you don't even realize it. That's right, baby. That's right. You better know it. Y'all, and collective, let me tell you something. And see, that's the thing. It's like once you start meeting your soul family, it gets easier because whenever on them hard days, that soul family, we gonna be here to lift you up. Okay? We're gonna be here to lift you up. Because see, that ain't what we do around here. We ain't gonna rip you apart and tell you this and tell you that. Listen, I might have a rough talking to you and be like, hey, listen, come up out of that. Come on, get up off the floor. We can't be doing this shit. You got shit to do. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that can't handle that though, because they want to sit in that misery. They want to sit in that the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and know that. Listen, some of these people sign this contract to do what they're doing to you. That's all. That's it. I don't know how else to explain it. But like I was saying the other day too, I need y'all to pay attention to the internet. Be careful who you over here fighting or arguing with. Yeah. Uh huh. Yep. It's so wild how a lot of times our story is just as close to the collective story, right? Just a couple different details, different people that play the role. Yeah. Honey, listen, I'm still trying to quit. Uh-huh. Jasmine, sandalwood. They have sage incense, lavender. If you're sensitive to the energies, I would definitely do a jasmine or a lavender incense. And I would make sure that I'm doing sea salt baths, or get you some, body wash with like sea salt or something in it, and scrubbing yourself down. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that camphorin's real good. Man, take some lavender and take some camphor and some Florida water and burn it together. Baby, listen now. Anything that's in your house is coming up out of there, okay? Shit. and rue, lavender, Florida water, and a piece of camphor on top. Man, light that bitch up and set it on fire in your little metal canteen thing. Yeah. Don't you have one of those? I do. I have two of them. I just got them packed up. But yeah, hey, I'm gonna tell you what, that right there, anything that's in your house is coming up out of there. Especially with that rue and that Florida water and that camphor and just buy them three right there by themselves. Yeah. Then get you some lavender fabuloso and put you about that much Florida water in there, maybe like a teaspoon or two, and then add water, okay? And pray over that bottle and clean your house and cleanse it, okay? That's really, really good as well. You can even pour the Florida water in your clothes when you're washing them. Do like a cap full of that right there, the Florida water, and cleanse everything. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you need to be changing your bed sheets. Okay? Yeah, changing bed sheets. Very, very important. Cleansing your bed, spraying your bed down with that mixture I was just talking about, will really help you sleep. Changing them pillowcases, changing them comforters out. Like, that's really, really important. Yeah. Also, dirty clothes, y'all. Cluttered closets. Okay. Will keep negative energy in your sleeping place. Okay. That's another thing. You want to cleanse. You want to clean your closet out, and you want to take your trash out too. Make sure, yeah, cleanliness is next to godliness. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 6 months could be very significant. Kay, do you have a mirror facing your bed? If you do, I need you to move that mirror. Or I need you to cover it up. Okay. Because y'all know mirrors are portals, right? Before you cover that mirror up, also wash it down with vinegar and water. Yeah. I feel like that mirror has been an interference. Oh, Chad, I almost knocked my glasses off. I feel like that mirror has been an interference with your love life, too. Because if that mirror has been facing your bed, okay, yeah, it just ain't good, okay? Hey, hey, yeah, you definitely want to wash it down. Mm-hmm. Is he eating a bone over there or something? That's not what I want. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that works really, really good. Uh-huh. Also, have y'all ever heard of like feng shui? If you set your house up like feng shui, that helps the energy flow. That's where the whole thing with the mirror, mirrors are already portals, but there's like certain things that and like certain plants need to be put in your house, like so the energy can flow. Like the money area of your house, is it right there where the kitchen is? Is it right there where the living room is? The love area of your house, right? If y'all want to dive deep into the whole feng shui, setting your house up so the energy flows where it flows like correctly in your life, with like where you need to place them plants, where you need to do this, where you need to do that, um bringing money in and helping money flow, okay? Yeah, y'all can look that up, okay? And y'all know what's so loud about this is yeah, you definitely want to move the energy around. You can have somebody come in and set your house up like that as well. You can actually pay somebody to come in and set your house up in a feng shui different kind of way, okay? And so that energy can flow all the way through, especially if you work from home. But you can look it up, okay? Different things. Oh yes, baby. Man, the Dollar Tree got all kinds of good spiritual stuff to clean with. I noticed that too. They even come out with like some lavender cleaner, sandalwood, just different things. As a matter of fact, is that where we got the candle from today? The Dollar Tree. It's called Mindful Clarity, y'all. We got this candle right here in from the Dollar Tree. And it's huge too, okay? And it's a white candle. Let me show y'all. Y'all see right there? And it's made with the initial oils. Yeah. 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 Yeah, hey y'all, it's been a blessing. One of my clients, she bought that lamp for me and sent it to me. Man, y'all, it's been a huge blessing because you can't burn candles and stuff. So like, yeah, I can just put it up underneath there and it clears the energy and stuff like that. Yeah. And then of course I made my bottle of Florida water, okay, with the bottle of cleaner. And yeah, cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. You got to improvise sometimes. Sometimes you don't know that you got certain things, okay, that's really, really in your house that can help, like with protection, like salt. Say you're having bad dreams, okay, and you didn't know that mirror was a problem, okay. Well, you cleaning that mirror with the vinegar, okay, and that's all you got in the house. You covering it, and then you taking some table salt and putting it around your bed and praying. Then all of a sudden, them bad dreams go away. Peppermint. You ain't got Vicks Vapor Rub? Peppermint oil. Drop it in your heater vents. Yes. But yeah, you take table salt and go all the way around your bed and pray around your bed. If you're having bad dreams, it's gonna stop. Cover that mirror up. Clean it with vinegar. Okay? It's a lot of different ways. If you don't have no money and you want to just use what's in your house, okay? I can give you some ways to really, really like keep some that darkness away, right? Flip that broom upside down behind your main door. You don't want people to keep coming to your house, okay? Look, my hand's itching. Because, see, these people, they know that you're a money magnet. They know that your blessings come in. Uh-huh. That's why I tell you, you got to protect yourself. When you, especially when you're dealing with people that don't have no boundaries. They like to show up to your house unannounced. Chad, ain't nobody, you ain't finna show up on me like that. No, no, no. Because listen, that was one thing that my grandparents, they used to be real upset about. Like, don't be showing up to my house. Why didn't you call? The house phone's right there. You didn't know what we had planned. You didn't know what we was doing. And baby sit there and look at you out the window, okay? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, black salt, yes. Hey, black salt, real good. Mm-hmm. Tell me you know something when you tell me you know something, baby. Black salt's real good. But I'm just saying, like, if you are looking for something that you can use right now and you don't have the black salt in the house, right? You can just use table salt or sea salt. If you cook with sea salt and stuff like that, cinnamon is going to be really, really good for protection. Yeah, and abundance. So what you do is apple cinnamon candles or a candle burner, candle wax, burn it through the house. Yeah. Shit, take that cinnamon and dump it in some water and pour it on the in a pot. Okay? And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take and throw that cinnamon stick in there or throw some cinnamon in there. Okay? And take and boil it on the stove and let that aroma go through the house. Okay? Listen, you're having upper respiratory problems, throw you a lemon, throw you a orange in there, throw you a let's see, clove, cinnamon, lemon, lime, a orange, okay, in there and let it boil. And what you do is take a towel, like a hand towel, put it over your head and go stand over that bowl. That's going to bring in good things to your house, cleanse your house out, and cleanse all this right here. Okay? So, with Aries ruling the head, you might be feeling heavy pressure, sinus, things like that. You want to do an upper respiratory, that's how you do it. And also throw that bay leaf in there too. Yeah. Any kind of citrus fruit, gonna be real good. Grapefruit, lemons, limes, cinnamon. Yeah. Throw it in there. Throw it all in there and boil it. Baby, sometimes you just I had to figure out how I could cleanse because I didn't have the means to go and get, or I didn't have money, right? So I'm looking at like, okay, who knows how to do certain things, right? And that's you tapping into that medicine man or woman, right? I can go in there in the cabinet and I can like make some soup, okay? That's gonna heal you. It's gonna make you feel better. I can make some oils out of look, y'all real shit. Extra virgin olive oil. Okay? I can make you some medicine with this right here. You see, it's not it's what you know. Mm-hmm. Yes. As a matter of fact, I'll show you what I made. I made some clove oil. Okay, this is really, really good for like toothaches and different things like that. But I made this I don't even remember how I made this. But yeah, it's clove oil. And then I made some protection oil. I made lavender protection oil. Oh, to be exact. I made this on the new moon. So yeah, this is just some lavender protection oil that I made here, and it also can be used in the bath as well. You see what I'm saying? And that clove oil can be used in the bath, or like if you have like some kind of tooth issues, whatever's going on, yeah, that'll help that as well. But yeah, you can utilize all the herbs and the oils and just make you a whole damn spiritual bath, and you didn't even know, right out of your cabinet. Okay? Yeah. Or you can just go to the spiritual store and tell them, hey, I need a healing spiritual bath. And they're going to possibly have some herbs already mixed up and self-love baths and things like that. And y'all know you got people out here that makes this stuff as well. So, but you want to be careful with the energy, right? Yeah, sea salt is always a go-to. Yes. Sea salt, baking soda. Listen, sea salt, baking soda. Yeah. Vinegar. There's your spiritual bath right there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then also, yeah, cinnamon tea, chamomile tea, lavender tea is really good. Y'all know you can buy your own tea bags and you can buy these herbs and put them in it, right? And then boil some hot water and let it steep and make your own tea. Okay, just FYI. See, growing up as a little girl, I grew up on a farm as well. So, like, some of this stuff was like what I grew up on. Like the tea, the whole salve thing, making medicine, eating out of the garden and things like that. And yeah, that was something that I was raised on. That's something I seen. So like my grandmother, she would always make my dad some salve, um, healing stuff, and they would always send it, and that was what we used. So like if you fell down and you cut yourself, we didn't rush to no hospital. Like that's what it was, okay? They rub it on, you be fine. You get it back up and go on and go. Right?
How you say his mama did him when he cut himself with some oil?
Yeah, my dad got cut in a bar and, with a knife. Okay, he brought all the way across here. He went and used motor oil, y'all, and put it over this cut, okay, this wound, and never went to a hospital. He used old motor oil. Yeah, I could tell you some things, and I was like, damn. But yeah, and then also my grandmother, she made soaps, stuff like that. She made her own washing powders. So like I come from a background of this stuff, so it's like it is what it is. It's very very simple. Mm-hmm. That's why I like stopping at like the little stands on the side of the road where they have like the fruits and the jars. Like my grandmother used to can like jams and different like pickled stuff like pickled eggs and pickled okra. And all of it, she had chickens and everything was fresh out of the garden, right? So like she tomatoes, all of that stuff, jams, preservatives, yeah, just different stuff like that. And let's see, what else did she made her own butter. She churned her own butter. Y'all listen, I'm gonna tell you how old school my grandmother was. She had one of them old washers where you had to push it down in there, okay? And you had to take that thing and roll it. Okay? Yeah, it was the big metal ones. And then I would get a bath in one of the metal tubs, the metal round tubs. Because we didn't have no bathtub. And she would boil the water on a wood burning stove. Yeah. And I wore cloth diapers and I drank goat milk. Mm-hmm. Because if you think back then, they didn't have wipes and diapers and stuff like that, because my family was poor, so they couldn't afford to go to the rich neighborhood to get things like that, right? So yeah, that's like well, my husband, he burned his finger, uh, and I was like, put some mustard on it. He's like, I ain't never heard of that. I was like, it'll stop the burning. I was like, and it'll keep it from bubbling up. I was like, it'll keep it from hurting. You know what I'm saying? It'll instantly stop the pain with the mustard. So, just different things like that. Yeah. Y'all know turmeric as well. That's a really, really good tea. I don't know why somebody needs to know that. Yeah. Turmeric is a really good tea that you can use. And you also can use turmeric in your foot spa for a detox for the whole body. Okay. If y'all ain't never done a detox of the whole body with a foot spa, baby, y'all got to try that. Yes, your feet's gonna be yellow. You're gonna have to scrub them down, whatever. But I'm telling you what, yeah, really, really good. And y'all, listen, I made some chamomile oil last year. Man, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. That shit's a beast, okay? And then I mixed it with my energy. Like, I told y'all I had problems on my legs and stuff, and they're like swell, like my ankles, my feet will hurt, stuff like joint pain, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And after I get out of a hot shower, I will rub that on there, and baby, let me tell you something. It's powerful. There is a elder of mine. She actually bought 2 bottles of it. She said, "Baby, that right there is the business." I was like, "I'm trying to tell you, hot out of a shower, and yeah, you just rub it down, okay." And all it is coconut oil and caramel oil. Yeah, did I say caramel oil? No, I'm wrong. Caramel flowers. Okay, that's what you want to use. Cause I use coconut oil and caramel flowers. You can buy them at the store. Okay, you can go to like the little Mexican grocery stores, and they sell these herbs, y'all, and the big things, and they're cheap, cheap. Okay, and yes, and they also have the chamomile tea bags as well, but they have the flowers. And what you do is you just put it in a jar and set it somewhere. Okay, put it in a dark place, or you can use the amber jars, the brown ones. Okay, that's gonna be very significant. Use the brown ones. Yeah, I mean they're even good for headaches. If you have headaches, like you can rub it on there, or that lavender oil, like this lavender oil right here that I made. If you have headaches, this right here is gonna be good for headaches. Cause that lavender it's that oil is infusing with it, right? So you can rub that down. If you have body aches, pains, dump some lavender in there. Yeah, that's gonna help with your body pain as well. You're welcome, darling. No problem. Y'all, I'm finna go downstairs real quick, okay? Yeah. Home remedies, y'all, will definitely work. And you'll find that yeah. Even lavender incense, if you're having like a headache and you got anxiety, yeah, that's really good too. But you want to open up the door so you can let that energy out as well. But burn that lavender while you're taking your spiritual bath as well. That'll help you calm down and really, really, release some stress, okay? All right, y'all. I'll be right back, okay? Okay, so family. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay. About to get some food and lay it down. Okay. And I just want to send everybody some love, light, and healing. Y'all remember protection, protection, protection. Okay. Peace, love, and light.